Many of you are focused on Christmas plans with the holiday just 2 days away. But why not start dreaming about vacation to kick off 2026, one that can take you somewhere truly remote? We're talking about meeting Indigenous communities in Mexico's Highlands to trekking through mountain trails in Kyrgyzstan. Steve is down in the Arc Lounge with Leigh Barnes, president of the Americas for Intrepid Travel. Steve, take us somewhere fun.
And Holly, we're ready to pack our bags, aren't we?
Oh, we are ready. Yes, we want a good
are.
vacation in 2026.
One for each month, because you have 12 sort of offbeat adventures that really are places where people wouldn't necessarily, it wouldn't be top of mind for them. What makes these kind of unique? And we're going to get to the list in a second, but what makes these kind of unique?
Yeah, there's a bunch of destinations from some really unique new places like Kyrgyzstan, Mongolia, and then some classics like Mexico and Sweden. And what makes them unique is that the focus on every part of our trips is getting in and understanding the community. So you're going beyond just the surface. You're not just flopping and dropping, flying, sitting behind the bar and just, you know, having a relaxing holiday. You're getting in under the skin of the destination, meeting people, drinking the local drink, dancing the local dance, and understanding what it's like to be a local in that particular country. And I think that's the most amazing thing. You're connecting with locals, connecting with yourself, being curious and understanding what's happening in these countries. It's unique, different, but also what's the same. So I think that's just an amazing experience.
I'm kind of smiling because I love that idea of just immersing yourself in what it's like in that particular place. And I would imagine the demand for something like this has increased quite a bit over the last couple of years. Why do you think we're seeing such a desire for trips like these?
Yeah, I think the #1 trend in travel is experiences. And that is true across every facet of the travel experience, whether it's, you know, going to see a Taylor Swift concert, whether it's to, you know, take a boat down the Amazon. People are craving these experiences because I think that they're wanting that sense of connection, that sense of community, and that curiosity. So, yeah, people are wanting to go and have an experience that they may not be having at home. And also I think the rise of social media is dulling some of our senses. And also too, you know, there's a loneliness pandemic. People are looking to connect and understand. So I think what better way than to do that is to go and have a unique experience. And then also too, I think there's this rise of like the ultra luxury that I want to do something and have an experience that you can't, Steve. You know, so I think there's those two things that are happening. People are wanting and longing to connect, to learn, and there's this other component of I want to have a unique experience that you can't have.
Yeah. I'm wondering, do you have to be like an adventure junkie for something like this? Like, or could you bring, say you have a family at home with a couple kids, could they experience something like this too? Yeah,
there's something there for everyone. If you are a hyper, you know, adventure junkie, and you want to, you know, go out to Everest Base Camp or, you know, trek Kinabalu, those things are there. But, you know, majority of our customers are, you know, everyday people that are looking to have an amazing experience. So, you know, everything from my mum and dad to, you know, your children, to your friends, there's an opportunity to get out there and travel. I think one of the other biggest trends that I don't think it was spoken about is the rise of solo travel. More than ever, people are just like, I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting for my... Yeah, I'm not waiting for my partner. I'm not waiting for my friends. Yeah, I'm going. And so it doesn't matter if, you know, what walk of life you come from, whether, you know, you're retiring, you're just starting out at the workforce. I think more than ever, there's this sense of I'm just going, and there's opportunities for people to travel from, if it's your first trip right through to your 20th trip. There's all different types of experiences that you can have, and there's adventure everywhere. You know, going to have a new coffee in a new city is an adventure for someone, at the same time as, you know, whitewater rafting is an adventure for someone else. There's little adventures to be found everywhere, so it doesn't matter if you're a junkie or you're just a regular average Joe. Just go, that's right.
Just go.
Get out.
Let's talk about some of the areas, and we talked about Mexico and some of the others that are on the list. What's kind of top for you?
I've got two that I'm super keen to do. One's Guatemala. It's one of our new short breaks, so 4 days hiking in Guatemala. You can go and trek an active volcano. You get to go to a regenerative women's-led cooperative. You get to learn to make tortillas. Super amazing trip, 4 days, get in and out, you know, back at your desk on Tuesday, and you're completely changed. The other one for me has been on my bucket list is going on a train ride through the north of Sweden, getting up to the Arctic Circle, maybe having a Cinnabon or, you know, a cinnamon roll. And yeah, having that slow travel, I think, in the train is something I'm really keen to do. So yeah, two different things there. One, getting out and trekking in Guatemala, and the other is vanishing up to the Arctic Circle in Sweden and slowing everything right down on a train.
Oh my God, it'd be so hard to choose. I want to do both.
Well, you can. Yeah, make it happen. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you hope travelers take away from something like this? That maybe something is a little bit different. What do you hope they take away?
I think that the one thing I love about travel, and I hope that everyone takes away, is that we're more the same than we are different. And by going and meeting other people and learning that there's more similarities and being a bit more worldly, I think that's one of the most amazing things about travel, is it can change that worldview, and I think it makes us more accepting. So, one, you want to have an amazing holiday, but two, the bigger part of me is it just changes you a little bit and helps you have a bit more empathy for other people all over the world.
That human connection
That's right.
is so powerful. So where are we headed to next? Where are you going to next?
I'm doing the classic family road trip to Vancouver.
Great too.
So I'm doing that. And then my personal trip is my daughter refers to me as a gorilla. Every time we get the book out, she sees a gorilla, it's like Dada. So I think my big trip I'm trying to get organised with my wife and my daughter is to go see the gorillas in Rwanda. So that's my super bucket list trip. We're trying to see if we can make that happen this year. But yeah, first step, road trip, bigger trip, going to see the gorillas in Rwanda.
Get the holidays through and then maybe focus on Rwanda. Amazing.
Oh,
Happy holidays, Leigh.
Appreciate it, mate.
Thank you so much. Holly, where are we going? Which one do you want?
Oh, I like the idea of seeing the gorillas in Rwanda.
Okay.
I'm going to take a page out of his travel book, I think.
Okay, do
All
Rwanda.
right.
I'm going to go with Sweden, and then we'll do maybe Guatemala after that.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I like it. All right, I like these plans.
Yep.
To learn more about Intrepid Travel and their 12 new offbeat adventures for 2026, use your cell phone's camera to scan that QR code in the corner of your screen. Link that pops up will take you directly to KOMOnews.com. From there, you'll find a link to Intrepid Travel's website.